guys, thanks for checking out my channel and being a subscriber. And if you're not a subscriber, I would love it if you would consider subscribing and joining me on this journey. So everyone loves a clean kitchen, right? At least I certainly do, but I find that it's the hardest room in my house to keep clean. I find that it's kind of the catch-all for all of the items in our household and probably the room that we spend the most time with. So things just accumulate in the kitchen. Keeping my house clean, I feel like, is a daily effort, something I have to put in every effort into every single day to keep that kitchen clean. And today's Monday, so happy Monday. Last night, Sunday night, I was trying to get ready for the upcoming work week, and I was cleaning up my kitchen like I always do, you know, at the end of the night, and I started thinking about what I do on a daily basis to keep my kitchen clean. So today, that's exactly what I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna give you the tips that help me keep my kitchen clean on a daily basis. Tip number 1. Declutter, declutter, declutter. I can't say enough about decluttering. I feel like this is a tip that I always talk about in my cleaning videos, but it is so important. My husband even likes to make fun of me or lightly joke with me because I'm always rearranging the kitchen. I put things in different places and I'm always moving things in and out and off the counter and, you know, here and there. And yes, I do that. I admit it's a little crazy. I'm always moving things around. He never knows where to find things. But I do it because I'm never satisfied with my kitchen and where stuff goes. I'm always moving things around and I don't want stuff on my counters. I don't want things showing. I don't want clutter in the cabinets anywhere. So I'm always decluttering and moving things around. My main role with decluttering is to only put out the appliances or things in my kitchen that we use on a daily basis or a near daily basis. Which you will see, as far as appliances, the only thing that we really have on our counter, we have our coffee maker and our toaster oven. I even drove my husband a little crazy because I removed our knife block, the little knife set. I just didn't want it on the counter. I felt like that was too much, and I removed it from the counter and I put it nicely in a cabinet. I was able to fit it in there because I just didn't want it on the counter, so sorry. But I like how empty and decluttered my counters look. Obviously, everyone's kitchen will look a little different depending on what they feel is the most used item in their kitchen. But I even decided to store my sponge wand and bottle brush cleaner in my dishwasher so it wasn't cluttering up my sink or even getting water all over my counter. My dishwasher does happen to be right next to my sink, so that made it really easy. It's also a win-win because when we run our dishwasher, the wand, sponge head, and the bottle brush go through the hot water cycle along with my dishes, and so they get sanitized. Tip number 2. Create a space for your belongings or items in your kitchen. In order to declutter, you need to make for sure you have enough space in your kitchen for everything. So this means organizing and not letting your cupboards or pantry get too messy. And I will admit, in my current kitchen, I do have plenty of space to put everything that I need in there, but that hasn't always been the case. We have lived in multiple small apartments, and our last house, our first house, was a lot smaller than the current house, and we did not have the room, so I had to get a little creative. I either got rid of unnecessary stuff, so I would go through those cupboards and pantries on a regular basis and get rid of stuff I didn't use, or I stored items in different areas in the house. So like platters, dishes, those other appliances that I don't use all the time, like a crock pot. I bought a plastic storage system shelving unit and put it in my basement. We had a little unfinished part with storage area, and I just put it there. My mom has even used an extra bedroom that wasn't being used and you put extra kitchen stuff in a closet. So just not having all that stuff in the kitchen you know, allowed me to create space for the stuff that I use on a more daily basis. Make sure you have space for things, and then when you are done using something, there is a place you can put it right back. And you're not just throwing it back on the counter where it doesn't belong. If you have a drawer or cabinet that is overflowing, you aren't going to be able to put anything in there, and then it will end up someplace else in your kitchen, creating a mess. Number 3, I have said this before and I will say it again, but clean up messes as you go. It is so much more enjoyable, at least for myself, when I can sit down and eat with my family and not have to stress or worry about all of the pots and pans and dishes sitting in the sink. So I like to clean up as soon as I'm done using that pot. As soon as I'm done using that pan, whatever it is, I clean it up real quick. I like washing all of those, and then I can sit down and really enjoy what I'm eating. If I'm baking, I'm making chocolate chip cookies. I love chocolate chip cookies. I will just clean up everything as I go, and then I can enjoy my chocolate chip cookies without the stress of worrying about cleaning everything later on. So clean as you go. Going along with cleaning as I go, I have made it a habit of every time I leave the kitchen, I grab an item that doesn't belong in the kitchen, because I'm sure if it's like, at your house, it's inevitable. There are going to be things that end up in the kitchen that don't belong in the kitchen. So every single time I leave the kitchen, I grab something that doesn't belong in there, so I can get that item to its proper place and it's not messing up my kitchen. Don't leave the kitchen empty-handed. In order to help motivate myself to clean as I go, I look at the end of cooking or baking as a reward. And maybe that's not the best decision to use eating as a reward, but hey, whatever works. I like to know that I can sit down and truly enjoy my dinner knowing everything is already clean, or that I can indulge in my chocolate chip cookies and relax knowing everything is spick and span. Looking forward to eating also helps get my booty moving when I need to clean. Number 4, I try to keep my kitchen and freezer in check by using the 1 in and 1 out rule. I try to use up what I have before I go and buy something of the same item. This rule also helps me know what I have in my refrigerator or freezer for when I meal plan. In the past, I've just thrown things into my freezer and I kind of forget what I have. Now, since I keep my stock lower, I know what I have, and it forces me to make meals that are out of my comfort zone and use up what I have before buying something new. A video soon on the system of organization of my freezer and refrigerator, and how it helps me stay organized with meal planning, so definitely stay tuned for that. Tip number 5, make your cleaning supplies easily accessible. I'm much more likely to clean up quickly after making a meal, making dinner, or randomly on a Saturday afternoon if I can just grab that all-purpose spray and wipe down my counters. This doesn't just mean keeping sprays readily available, but also cleaning rags. I keep a majority of my cleaning supplies under my kitchen sink, which is in the perfect radius spot to wipe my kitchen island, stove, and sink very quickly. I also keep a bin of clean rags and a bin of dirty rags in the closet right off of my kitchen, so I can grab some at a moment's notice and throw the dirty ones in the proper bin. Number 6, the last and final tip, it's set a timer and clean up for about 5 minutes at the end of each night. I like to set a kitchen timer on my phone for just 5 minutes. 5 minutes, that's it. At the end of the night when I'm done in the kitchen. Setting a timer allows for no distractions, because in today's day and age, there's a ton of distractions. I'm getting dings on my phone because I have a text message. I have emails that's piling up that I need to get to, as well as my daughter distracting me, or the newest episode of The Real Housewives. Yes, I'm a reality TV lover. So all of those distractions are going on, pulling me away from getting my cleaning done. So end of the night, set that 5-minute timer. I go crazy, go very fast, and get everything I need in that 5-minute time frame, no distractions. I even make for sure I do this 5-minute cleanup after my daughter has gone to bed, so I can ensure that there's no distractions from her, or if my husband is doing something with her and I know that she won't be distracting me, I can do it then. All I need is 5 minutes, because obviously I've already cleaned up a majority of the dinner mess and whatever else. And it's just amazing to see how motivated I am when I have a timer going. It's always a challenge to see if I can finish everything before that 5 minutes is up. Obviously, you can adjust the time frame to 10 minutes or more depending on your lifestyle. Right now, with just me, my husband, and my 2-year-old, 5 minutes is a good amount. I also usually tell myself that after I clean up the kitchen, I can go relax upstairs in my bed with a snack. There you have my tips for keeping a clean kitchen. I practice all of these tips on a daily basis, and I will say that I keep my kitchen pretty clean on a daily basis. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And thank you as always for watching me and stopping by and commenting and everything that you guys do. I appreciate it so, so much. I love hearing from you guys, so let me know in the comments down below if you have any tips on how you keep your kitchen clean, because we're all trying to learn here. So thank you guys so much. I will see you next time.